But we got to talk about Larry Johnson. And it's not. And before we start here, I do want to point this out. This isn't a bash Larry Johnson segment. That's not what this is. This is not a I hate Larry Johnson topic. I think Larry Johnson is a GOAT. I think he's one of the greatest defensive minds or the defensive line minds there's ever been. I think he's easily one of the top defensive line coaches that we've ever seen, probably the best at Ohio State, bar none. No, he probably is the best defensive line coach we've ever had at Ohio State. But just the other day, there was a recruit that Ohio State had offered on the 6th of this month. An Ohio recruit that Ohio State offered on the 6th of this month. That, of course, being Brandon Gordon. Groden, sorry. Large kid, 6'3", 6'4", 320 plus, 310. Like he's a 3-star, but he's an Ohio kid that has promise. But he wasn't offered until the 6th of this month. A while back, and this is why I really want to hear what Ryan has to say. We're gonna talk about this again when he gets back here. But probably last month, I told Ryan that when it comes to defensive line and offensive line, I would be okay with Ohio State if there's a kid that we think has promise and he's a 3-star. I don't care if he's from Ohio. Offer him. You're still gonna go after the big fish. We're Ohio State. We're always going to do that. But I believe that there is, football is 50% mental, and the other half is physical. And I do believe for certain states, Ohio being one, Texas, Florida, Georgia, California, I think that there are kids, young men there that take a sense of pride of being from their state and playing football for the program that they cheer for, respect in their state. And they will go the extra mile to perform for that institution and program that they have loved their whole entire lives. And I think this is probably a kid we just missed out on. And even more so, and this is where this takes the cake. And shout out to my guy, Zeke. Zeke, very well-connected guy. In terms of Ohio State, knows his stuff. I started talking to him 2 years ago when I first started talking football, almost 3 years ago on X, and he's been someone that has helped me throughout this, has always supported me, and I love him for it. But he has been very critical of Larry Johnson over the year or so, and I have been one of those people that have gone to bat for Larry Johnson because I did think that there were times where maybe Zeke was being unfair. But then it gets to a point, guys, where if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, well, damn it, it's not a goose. So when I see this right here, and this angered me when I read this. And when I say anger, I don't mean like I'm going to go punch a wall, but it frustrated me. So it's an interesting note from Gorney this morning. It appears that Patricia is getting more involved with D-line recruiting and offered Lamar Brown himself. This would help offset LJ concerns with recruits, so it makes sense to have others help out for continuity. On Brown, a new offer from Ohio State defensive coordinator Matt Patricia is interesting because he told Brown, I'm sorry, I meant Brown, not Gordon, I was thinking about someone else. But he told Brown that the Buckeyes should have already offered, and he wanted to make it happen. That frustrates me for the simple fact that I was planning to say it. Larry Johnson, do your damn job. You have missed out on a lot of big fish over the last few years. Since the 2021 recruiting class, where you got JTT and Jack Sawyer, who were both top 5 recruits in the nation. Not just in their position, in the nation. You got them in here. Some would, no, not some. I think most would say you held them back. Didn't get a lot out of them based on what we believe you could have. So when we see those things and we see that the recruiting is dipping, and mind you, a few names here: Aiden Harris, Emmanuel, Pierre Dean, Deuce Gerald. Like these are guys that Ohio State can use, and a lot of these guys like Pierre, guys like Deuce. I believe Ohio State is going to get probably 2 of those guys. I really believe that. I really believe we're going to get Dean. But it's very frustrating when Ohio State fans attack guys like Zeke, and this or even me today, when we want greatness from our program. We do not hire coaches to come here and to be mediocre in anything, or to be average. Well, mediocre is average, or to be good enough, or to be just good. Good is not good enough. We are seeking greatness at the Ohio State University football program. I think we could all agree with that. So with that being known, and look around the program, look around the position coaches. Offensive line is on the up and up. Corner has been what it is, and it's on the up and up still. You have linebacker, which has taken a drastic jump up with James Laurinaitis. At safety, you have Matt Guerrieri. He's recruiting better than you are, LJ. He's a better recruiter than you are today. He is. Not overall, but today he is. Tyler Bone on the offensive line, my God, thank you. Thank you. Brian Hartline, we don't got to talk about it. And then you bring up oh shoot. This is so bad. Coach Locke. Oh boy, OG Locke. Like everyone can recruit at a high level except for you, Larry. Today. Now, if you get Aiden Harris, you get Pierre Dean, you get Deuce, you get 2 of those 3 guys, I will sing your praises, but you have to do it first, right? And guys like Jason Moore, who I believe he has the tools to be good. He has the tools to be a productive player at Ohio State. But when I see him in a spring game of all things, getting ragdolled by Gabe Van Sickle, and shout out to Gabe Van Sickle, man, West Michigan, stand up. That's where I'm from. I love West Michigan football. I covered during the fall, so I love it. And played my whole life here for it. So but when I see you doing that, and I look at your body language he had, it's frustrating.